Good morning, everyone. My name's Joey. Here's Josie sitting back here. We got our truck loaded up with our firewood. We get ready to head out of here. We got a few days of what we've been doing here the last couple of days, and we're gonna kick that in here right now. Me and Josie, we got our drinks, we got us a little snack. We're getting ready here. We're gonna take this load of firewood out to a guy. But hope y'all enjoy this video, and we'll catch you on the next one. Alright, we was busy this morning, so I didn't stoke this fire back up. We just let it go out, which is kind of a good thing. Because I was able to come over here and dig underneath here. I don't know if y'all can see it. I got a hole underneath this big chunk that's left. So that should let that fire get under that one. Got one under this and under that. Kind of got underneath there. Where's my fingers at? Underneath there quite a bit. So we should get this thing rolling again, get it to burning. We should be able to burn this thing out today or tomorrow. There's another day of this stuff. A little bit sticking out there still. This big stop sticking out. That little bit. Not much. Like I said, there's a big root right there. I may try to. Might be one I just try to hook to and pull out. Yeah. Might actually try that with that. One of you guys had mentioned pulling some of these out. This might be one of them instances where I can try to pull some of that out. Let me try that here a little bit instead of building this back up. That one there now, I don't know if I can hook any chain around it. We may give it a try here in a minute and see. I was able to pull this one side out over here with the tractor. Maybe just wasn't enough to grab a hold to on these. It did break this one and bust it up, so I mean that ought to make that easy to burn out. Now, and this thing, it just needs burnt down a little bit more. But like I said, you can pull some of these out. And like I said, this was a maple or a poplar one. I think it was maple. They're pretty soft to break out, but you get into something like an oak, them roots are super strong, and they usually tap in pretty deep too. They're a little harder to break out, but if we get a situation where I can do that with one of those, we'll try one of those too. We just sawed down another tree for the goats. This one was leaned hard that way, so I just let it go that way. It kind of hung up in these trees just a little bit, but it did fall down. But I'm gonna show you guys the stump on this one. That thing's hollow as all get out. That tree would eventually fell over at some point in time. Yeah, probably from where I don't know if they logged this tree or if this tree just rotted and fell off or what. Definitely made this thing rotten out in there. But the goats are getting to enjoy some leaves. They done eat all them other ones up. We cleaned up all this other chestnut oak except for this little piece had run out of gas yesterday and chainsaw on it. But it's almost lunchtime. Show the. I don't know what we're gonna fix. You want them hot dog things? Just talking about corn dogs. We got our fire going over here on this stump. I took some of them little pieces I cut off from the firewood, if y'all seen that video, because that's oak. Oh, it's hot. Put that piece in there. That oak will build up a real good hot ember that'll sit there and cook for hours on this. So I went ahead and put some of that on this. Put some on it last night and I put some on just now. I'm gonna hook the tractor to that tree. I'm getting tired of packing this wood for a mile and the brush, especially the brush on that, and it'll be way over. I'm gonna take that tree and drag it down here. Get it closer to my wood pile and closer to this brush pile. But we'll get back to y'all here later. This video, I'm just gonna do days and days on this video till we get this stump burned out. I think we'll get this stump burned out today though. And just so you can see how that stump does. Alright, it's been 3 or 4 hours. That fire burnt completely out. There was still some hot ashes in there, but every bit of that's burnt out. The biggest majority is way down below level. This here is probably just maybe 2 or 3 inches below dirt level, but that's good enough for me. This is just laying in there. I brought my hatchet up here. I got a big axe somewhere. I'm gonna have to dig them out. I got 3 or 4 of them actually. I'm gonna have to dig some of them out. But I think this one root is from that pine tree right over there. That's pine, I think. I'm pretty sure anyway. We're gonna cut those roots out of there. There's a root over here I might try to get out. It's on top of the ground there. I'd like to have it out there. That burned up, and I took the hot ashes. I scooped out the hot ashes and brought them over here. Y'all can see this thing smoking like a chimney. That's while I had this on my mind, I decided to go ahead and just throw ashes down in there. And I brought a couple buckets. This is the second bucket. Those little blocks I cut off that firewood the other day. Throw it in there. It was burning pretty hot there, but there's still some flame in there. I just threw some more wood in there, so it's kind of that now. I figured that in there, I mean, that thing goes hollow down below the dirt here. So I'm thinking that should, I mean, it might take it a day or two to dry out because it's green. But I think that thing will burn out pretty good. See this smoke coming up out of here. I noticed over here a while ago there's smoke pooping out the side over here. That's where it busted when I saw it there. I may try to get that one. This one's actually hollow also. Well, I mean, you can see the other side, you know it's hollow. I may try to saw a bunch of that one off and see if I can't get it too. Get these two out. If I could get these two out, man, that'd be a big area right there to have to clear it out. So we're gonna work on this, me and Josie. As soon as that wood over there gets in the shade, that guy that bought that load of wood wants 3 more loads of wood. But I'm gonna have to, I think that one row, maybe part of that next row is the wood that's real long that I gotta saw on. So I may try to split it up, do about half, saw it, and then the rest of it get from the wood that I did saw short. So we gotta get him another load of wood here in a couple of days. You know, he's not in no big hurry, so I figured about every 2 or 3 days or something, or I'll try to get him a load. But I told him I'd bring a load out Friday. Today's Wednesday, so I got 2 days. So I figured tonight I'll go out there and saw a little bit and try to get that wood ready for him by Friday. But we'll get back with these here in a little bit. I'm gonna cover this one hoe up over here after I cut these roots out. Looks much better. So that covered up. I got some more dirt up there. That'll definitely settle in and stuff. I got more dirt up here I can put in there. I want to show y'all this though. That little root that I said I was gonna cut out. I don't even know how long this thing goes. It goes off, and you got this one that shoots off this way. It goes down about right there. And this other side goes and goes and goes and goes and goes all the way to there. That's probably daggone, let's say it's 30 feet anyway. That thing just kept coming out of the ground. It was just barely under the ground though, probably about 2 inches. I was able to pull it up. I cut that one in and was just gonna pull it out and break it off. And it just started pulling out and they just kept pulling. That thing just kept going. But it definitely pined. So So I cut it right there. There's still another 10 foot that would have been going to that pine tree. But anyway, I just wanted to show that little, what I thought was just going to be, just cut one end of it and cut the other end and be done. But that thing went forever. I spent about 10 minutes getting that up out of the ground. Well, John, if you're watching, I pulled this one out. It wasn't too bad. I left that root and that root. I cut them off. And that's how big of a stump it was. I don't know if y'all kind of make out how big that thing is. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was bigger under the ground. And those two roots there, it just broke. That's two it broke off. The rest of it kind of pulled out. Well, we pulled one out. Let me try doing some more. Like I said, I don't know. Like this one's kind of a double one. It looks like it's bigger, but the tractor actually pulled it out. It took longer to get the chain to hook to it than it did anything. Didn't take me long to dig it out a little bit. It was a little aggravating because of them roots and stuff, but took longer getting the chain hooked up to where it would stay on there than it did anything. Where it sawed down so low. Maybe I might start leaving them up a little bit. I ain't got no more small ones over here, so we've been burning on these stumps. You can see that one there. I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, you can tell, but it definitely looks different than it did. And we started burning on this other one this morning. It's burning too pretty good. These two are to burn out really nicely. I think I can dig out in between of them there a little bit and probably build a fire there to get those two sides. Because usually that's what they'll burn out that center and they'll leave a ring right around through there. But these were rotten. This one is rotten way down in the ground. And that one there was a little bit too. So they ought to be able to burn out pretty easy. But me and Josie, we gotta go over here. Josie's over in the barn playing with the cats again. Which is good, because I get to, when she's over there, I can get on the tractor and do stuff like this, and it's not having to get off and get on with her. Because I had to get off and on the tractor about 5 times pulling that stump. And doing that with her is hard. It gets really hard. Because that's a high step on that tractor now without that front end loader on there. I mean, Lord, that thing's up. Shoot, that's close to 3.5 foot probably. So that's a big, I had to put her up on there, then get up and swing my leg over top of her and get on the seat. So I like her little independence right now, staying over there playing with them kittens. So it makes things just a little bit easier on me. I like having her with me, but there's times where things like that right there is a lot easier without her having to get her up and down and watch and see where she's at. And I don't like pulling things because if it come loose and swung back up toward the tractor, having her on there and stuff. But she's over there. But anyway, see, I'm still in the sun over at my wood pile. I'm just waiting for the shade to get over. It's got a little bit of it in the shade now, so it's easing in there. But we're gonna wait. I gotta take my load off tomorrow. What I do, I'll load it up tonight, and it'll be sitting there, be ready. Me and her just get up, eat, feed animals, and take off. Because it took me about 50 minutes to get there the other day. And I'm hoping I can get it probably, because I did actually have to turn around a couple times the other day. So thinking now I can probably get 45. Once probably that last load, I'll probably get that last load down to about 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes or something. But once I get used to the roads and the curves and where I need to slow down, all that good stuff. But we're gonna load that load of wood up. I'll get back with y'all here in a minute. This video is stretched over. I think I've done this video burning these stumps and doing all this stuff about 3 days or maybe 4 days worth of stuff. I don't really necessarily like doing videos like that, but I forget what I recorded. I forget what I say. So, if I want to, when I do these 3 and 4 day long videos, I don't want to sit and go back and watch what I've already recorded. I do that when I edit it. So I don't want to sit and do it just to catch up on what I said and what I done and all this stuff. So we'll see how this video turns out. I can't do all of them that way because I'm putting out 5 videos a week, so I can't do 3 days worth of videos and wouldn't be able to do it. But I kind of got caught up a little bit this week, and so I just been running a bunch of stuff together on this video. But we're gonna let that shade get over and get to loading up some of that wood.